the way that you said this. Why does Tebow's 2011 resume stand the test of time, but Cap's 2012 Super Bowl season doesn't? And she said, "What I think everybody knows. Some believe Tebow is in the league because he wore religion on his sleeve. A lot of people think that Colin Kaepernick isn't in the league because of his views. Is it fair to compare Tebow and Kaepernick this way?" And there are two things that come to mind. Okay, for me. Colin Kaepernick is twice the NFL quarterback that Tim Tebow is. Mm-hmm. It's not close, okay? Colin Kaepernick was also not a starting quarterback at that point in time in his career. He just wasn't. Now, if a team wanted to take a chance on him, that's one thing, okay? And I think Colin Kaepernick probably didn't deal with that real well. Should Colin Kaepernick be in the league? Absolutely. He's better than a vast majority of backup quarterbacks. But, again, and he played well. But was he starting quarterback well? No, he wasn't. And listen, that's what we're talking about. Now, the difference is this. If Colin Kaepernick chose to be a backup in the NFL the last few years, he should have been. He's better than a vast majority of backup quarterbacks out there. Tim Tebow wasn't. He wasn't. I have no other way to say that.
I'm going to tell you this. So I never told you this. So,
all right.
2010 rookie year in New Orleans. They signed me. 2011 comes. I'm with them the entire season. All right. Made the roster. Cut me on going to the third week. Put me on practice squad. They brought back Will Smith, the late Will Smith. The last game of the season, I get a call from 3 different teams: Denver, the Vikings, and the Lions. I had to pick which team I wanted to go to. So that's for the first time I had my pick of the litter.
I never knew this.
Yeah, so I had my pick of the litter. And so I had to make a business decision, right? And I said, if I go to the Vikings, this is when AP was in his prime. And I'm like, the second string was really touching the field. I'm like, I'm never going to touch the field there, so I don't want to go there. I looked at Denver. Tim Tebow was the quarterback at the time, the starting quarterback. And in my head, I said, they don't have a quarterback because Tebow couldn't throw in my eyes, and so they're just going to run me to death and put a lot of tread on my tires. I was like, well, the best option for me, honestly, career-wise, was Detroit, because at least I can compete here. They had Mikael LaShore. Who else do we have here? Javid wasn't playing, though.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He got hurt, so he wasn't playing too much. He had the concussion thing, but he was still here on the team. And then they had Kevin Smith. And so I can go there. I can compete. I can make the team there, and I can have the best opportunity. And then it's home for me too. And so it means more to me to go back and play there than those other two teams. And business-wise, it was the best move. And so I ended up choosing Detroit because if Denver had a team like they had in 2000, what was that, 16, when they had Peyton. Mm-hmm. I probably would have chose them because I know they had an opportunity to go. But I'm happy everything happened the way it did when I was able to come back home and play.
Remember Tebow that year? If Tebow beat the Steelers in the playoffs, it was the first play of overtime. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
I mean, I could have thrown that 2-yard pass. It was. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was Demaryius Thomas, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. I think Demaryius Thomas caught it. I could have caught that. I could have thrown that 3-yard pass, and Demaryius Thomas did the rest of the work.
He did.
But Tebow you brought up something yesterday, and we never got a chance to talk about it. But somebody brought up using him in Jacksonville, much the way that the New Orleans Saints used Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
And it's like that's what he's a 3-yard carry. Because that's what Taysom Hill is. Taysom Hill's a 3-yard carry. Maybe he'll get you 4.5. Maybe on one carry he gives you 2.5, but in essence, he's a 3-yard carry.